Hi everybody, it's me David Tutera, and I'm real excited to be with you right now to share with you my line Casual Elegance, which is available at ACMCRAFTS. There's so much around me. I mean, everybody knows that I love creating a beautiful wedding, but it's important for me to share with you my tips and my information on how to make your wedding truly your wedding by paying attention to all the wonderful details. So I'm going to walk you through some fun steps, and let's start actually with something that is a big question that people ask me. Should I have a sweetheart table? Should I not have a sweetheart table? You know, that's truly up to you, but I will tell you it's very sweet to have one. No pun intended, because it's the first time you as a couple now married will be sitting together having dinner, which I think is really wonderful, and you get a chance to do it amongst all your family and friends. But the sweetheart table needs to be very focal, and it needs to look very unique. So let's think about some of the necessities that you need at your table. First of all, it's important that the bride has a vessel to place their bouquet, because I want you to have it easily accessible at your sweetheart table so you can grab it if there's a photo to be taken or for whatever reason necessary. But I want to show you something. All you need is something as simple as this. It could be a vase, it could be a mason jar, it could be a simple container that you can take your bouquet and simply place it right in there, and it would sit right on your table. It becomes a little bit of extra decor. Now I want to show you something also that's really wonderful, and this is from my Casual Elegance line, again at ACMCRAFTS. It is a burlap and lace bouquet wrap. You just wrap it around the handle, it has some Velcro, it closes it right up, and you'll notice it covers all of the stems of your flowers, giving you a little extra touch of your overall style of your wedding. Now, creating the center of a guest table or your sweetheart table, some tips to know. Real important to think about being able to see across the table and at your table, making sure that the photographer can capture every moment, whether it be candid or posed. So make sure that your centerpiece is no higher than your fist so you can see across the table to all of your guests. Now, there's two versions here. There's the more elaborate version and there's the more simple version. This is wonderful because to me, lace is baby's breath. Baby's breath is really beautiful, and it looks like just kind of like a cloud, very romantic. And I added the burlap flowers to give it dimension, which adds to the Casual Elegance design of your overall look. Now I created around the bottom some wonderful votives. This is part of my line as well. These are already pre-done votives covered in burlap, and you can add detail to your votives by simply placing just twine around it, buttons around it. Attention to detail is always what's wonderful. Now this is a modified version. These are 3 individual rose-colored votive holders, which is this, which is from my line as well. A votive holder, which of course is for a candle, can also be used as a tiny little vessel to do a miniature version of this, created as a cluster in the center of the table with smaller burlap flowers added to the design. This is placed on top of a wood charger plate or a wood center design that you can use for multiple purposes. You'll notice this here is a Woodburn number 1. It comes in all the numbers, and you can place this on the table, and this shows your guests what table they're seated at. You know, some things to think about besides design. I want you to make sure everybody has what they need. They're essentials, whether it be mints or lip gloss or tissues, whatever you have it tucked under your chair at your table. So you're not wondering and looking and running off to the bathroom, and you're always present at your wedding. Now, lanterns are very easy to work with, and they have so many uses, not just as a lantern, but you can also use them as centerpieces or accent decor for your buffet tables, your place card table, even down the aisle as you get married. These are 2 different size lanterns. All I did was I took some faux flowers and foliage, I placed them inside the lantern instead of a candle, and it creates a really beautiful outdoor look that could be used inside or outside. That's a wonderful design as well. Votive candles, I had them in all different colors. I showed you the rose, the mercury glass, which here is in the silver, and this is a little bit larger. This has a little bit of texture. You'll notice here it's got a fleur-de-lis with some beautiful design that gives a wonderful illumination and adds an additional element of decor. Metallics right now are so in the trend of creating weddings. Now, what's going on behind me? I have so much happening here. It's real important to create focal points. This design behind me is very easy for you to make. It's just strands of lace ribbon, burlap ribbon, added to a ribbon across the top, and it can be hung as a backdrop to your sweetheart table. It could be hung as a photo op area where your guests can take pictures, hello, and that leaves a great backdrop for the overall look of the photo. It also could be used around the outside of your sweetheart table, giving it a beautiful skirt, or even for your cake table. These are my lace paper lanterns that come in 3 different sizes in one package that you can add to anywhere that is a focal point within your celebration. And these are my laser cut burlap and lace looking Mr. and Mrs. signs that can go on the back of your chair or in the front of your sweetheart table. So there's so much to look at. And you know, I love to create. I love to make things unique. I love to send you to AC More to check out my Casual Elegance line. So have fun as you approach your wedding day and take my tips and expand upon them. But always know something. This is your wedding. This is your moment. So truly make it about you. And I promise you, you will get down the aisle in style.